What is happening, zombie fans? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Alvince, and today I have my first Netflix movie review. So I'm popping that cherry today. Can't wait to get into this because we are going to be talking about Army of the Dead. That was released this past weekend, May 21st. It was released in theaters for a limited time. I unfortunately wasn't able to see this in theaters. For one thing, uh, all the tickets and show times kept getting sold out. So where I'm located anyway, and plus I couldn't find anyone to see it with me. I probably would have seen it on my own anyway, but yeah, just the fact that it kept getting sold out. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just wait for it to come on Netflix, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, let us get into this movie. So this is gonna be an audio only review, so sorry if you guys will want to see my lovely face. But just for this review, I decided to go audio only. But don't worry, I'll be back on camera for future reviews. Don't worry. If you guys hear stuff in the background, it's a fan because it's really hot where I'm at. I live in Michigan. It's been like in the 80s recently, or the high 70s. So I had to have a fan in my room so I don't pass out from the heat. But hopefully that won't be a distraction. But yeah, let's get into this. All right, so when it comes to the zombie movie genre in general, I'm a fan. I've seen a good amount of them. Some of my favorites are Zombieland. I really enjoyed that. I Am Legend. I would consider that kind of a zombie movie because it has some of the similar tropes of a zombie film. But I enjoyed that. Then there's some other favorites like the original Dawn of the Dead from George Romero. I really liked that. I know there's a couple of others that people like Shaun of the Dead and World War Z. Those two, I wasn't really the biggest fan of them. I don't know. It just didn't. They didn't really do it for me. But overall, yeah, I have a good time with the genre. I even liked Warm Bodies. I don't think anyone remembers that movie, and whenever people talk about it, people don't really like it that much. But for me, I liked Warm Bodies. It was an interesting concept, making a teen romance out of a zombie movie. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, in general, I'm a fan of the zombie genre. It's it falls into the similar categories with horror, so I always get a kick out of it. So when it comes to Zack Snyder doing horror, of course, his first film, his directorial debut was the remake of Dawn of the Dead that was written by James Gunn, and I like that one fine. I would say I don't think it's as strong as his future movies that he makes, but overall, I did enjoy it fine. But I was always interested to see him come back to the zombie genre now, since he's at this point he creates his own style and visual type of craft. So I thought, okay, let's see how he does, coming back to the zombie genre. Of course, recently I saw his Snyder Cut of Justice League, and I loved that movie. I really, really enjoy it. The 2017 version of Justice League doesn't exist in my mind, but yeah, the Snyder Cut of Justice League I loved. So I was already on a high with Snyder at that point. So when he was announcing that he had this big deal with Netflix, doing Army of the Dead. He's going to create a franchise out of that for Netflix. I was like, oh, I was really excited. This was an idea he tried to get off the ground for years. And he tried to pitch this to Warner Brothers, but of course they rejected it because, what do they know? So then Netflix just acquired the rights and was like, you know what, Snyder? We see something great in this. I think we're going to start a franchise out of this because it looks like a big franchise potential. So yeah, I was definitely looking forward to it. Him going back to his roots with the zombie films and just seeing how much he evolved as a filmmaker. I'm sure he'll take what he's learned and apply it to this new zombie film. So I was definitely looking forward to it. And then as far as the cast, Dave Bautista getting a big role in his movies. I thought, yeah, that's cool because I felt like Dave Bautista is really, growing as an actor when it comes to wrestlers and actors, or wrestlers trying to get into the movie industry. It's I don't know. It's sometimes been hit or miss. Of course, I love The Rock, but I wouldn't call him like the strongest actor. He feels like more of a movie star where what he's gonna give you every time. Which I enjoy him, but it's like as far as giving me range, I don't expect much from him. And then John Cena, just getting into the movie industry, he still has a lot of way to go. But I believe in him. But once again, don't see him as a very strong actor yet. But I feel like Dave Bautista has grown the most when it comes to wrestlers becoming movie stars or actors. So I definitely was interested to see what he would do as a lead in the Zack Snyder movie. And then the other cast members are kind of new to me, so I don't have much to say about them. But I always think it's cool to get new actors for this for movies. To make new stars. Snyder's always about that, getting new stars. He's not just about getting the familiar, famous talent, and I really appreciate that. As far as the marketing, it looked really good. I was really excited for it. It looked pretty excited. Looked pretty excited. Looked pretty good. It got me with the zombie tiger, man. It's like, the zombie tiger. I love that, man. It's like this is something you don't really see every day in zombie stuff. I know there's some people that are probably yelling at me, being like, "Have you seen The Walking Dead? Have you seen The Walking Dead?" Because I forgot to mention that as well. No, I never watched The Walking Dead. I've heard some good things about it from some of my friends who watched it religiously, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it. Maybe at some point I'll try to catch up with it, but that seems like a huge commitment, like Game of Thrones, which is another thing I haven't watched yet, but I probably will in some at some point. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I was really pumped for this. I was really excited. I was like, and this is going to be Snyder Unhinged as well. Like, he's writing, he's directing, he's producing, he's even doing his own photography for this movie. So this is unhinged Zack Snyder. So I was really happy for him. After all the BS that he had to deal with Warner Brothers and the DC films, and him having to deal with studio interference, it's great that he's able to work on a movie where he's not hindered by anything. So I'm really interested to see what he would do, with the shackles off. So yeah, I sat down and watched this thing, and what did I think about it? Overall, I liked it. I liked it. I had a good time with it. I can't say that I loved the movie just yet. I feel like I need a couple more watches to really digest it because there's a lot of crazy things that happens in this movie. But overall, I liked it. It was a fun ride. That was a really really solid zombie movie. So what I will say off the gate is, this is nothing new for a Snyder film, but the cinematography I thought was great. Him doing his own photography, I was interested to see what he would do with it, and he actually did a really, really good job. He is working with digital cameras this time because, like with his previous films, he would use regular film cameras, but this one is like a red digital camera, and it shows a difference, like as far as like his color palette, and how he uses the focus on certain scenes and angles and editing. It had a different vibe from what we're used to with Snyder films. Like we're used to the desaturation of his movies, and that type of and slow motion and whatever, but like he didn't rely on that in this movie. Like, this film felt a lot more brighter and colorful, and like he used some different camera techniques. Like there's like this out of focus, in focus shots, which I thought was going to be kind of distracting, but like within the structure of the movie, it worked really well. It made it really unique, and it gave a sense of like immersion into the world. So I thought he did a really good job doing his own photography for this movie. And then yeah, as far as the action, of course the action is great. It was very suspenseful. It was really intense. had some really cool horror vibes and homages to other films like Aliens and stuff like that. It had some alien vibes in there. I really dug that. And yeah, the action set pieces I thought were really exciting. They were really cool. So, as far as the cast, I really liked the cast. Dave Bautista, he was great. He was really good. He's once again proven to me that I think he's going to become a really good actor one day because he's actually given material where he's able to show his range and show emotion. There was a couple of times where I actually felt for his character whenever there's some really tragic situations happening. Like I really bought into his performance, so I really liked him a lot. He did carry this movie in my opinion, or he was one of the characters that carried this movie. I won't say it's him by himself because there are other people that I liked in the movie as well. But Dave Bautista, I was really impressed by him. Another person I was really impressed by is Matthias Schweighöfer. I don't know if I said his name right, but I tried my best. Matthias Schweighöfer. I'm just gonna call him Matthias. His character in the movie Dieter, I really liked him as well. I guess they would consider him the comic relief of the movie. But I actually found him really endearing, and I found him charming. Yeah, he was awkward, but I actually liked him. It made him unique to the people in the heist gang and stuff like that. He's the safecracker in the movie. But yeah, I just found him really entertaining. And apparently the prequel film that they're greenlighting for this Army of Thieves, he's going to be the main character in that. So I'm really interested to see more from him after this. And I think the actor's directing the prequel as well, so that's very fascinating. But I'm up for seeing more from this character. He was really cool, pretty funny. Another standout to me was Omari Hardwick playing Vandero. I really liked him too. He brought a level of machismo to the movie. One of the muscle men, I guess you consider him that. He has a pretty cool dynamic with Dieter in the movie. I really liked their back and forth. I thought that he was really good. But overall, I found him a very charismatic character. And then I guess another standout would be Tig Notaro as Marianne. I really liked her as well. I liked her witty banter and stuff like that, and she played a significant part in the movie, being the pilot of the heist group. Fun fact, actually, like she wasn't originally in the movie. They actually digitally added her and replaced an actor who was originally in the film because like the original actor apparently had some negative allegations towards him. I think some sexual allegations. I'm not fully sure, but they decided to cut the original actor out and place Tig Notaro in his place, and it looks seamless. Like if no one told me that she was digitally added, I wouldn't have even noticed. She seemed like she was there with everyone else. So hats off to them for for that. It just looks really seamless. I was really impressed with that. And then there's Nora Arnzetter as Lily, who is the guide for the heist group. I thought she was pretty good. And then there's Kate Ward, played by Ella Purnell, who's Dave Bautista's daughter in the movie. I know a lot of people had problems with her. Like, they felt like she was the most annoying out of the group, and like her subplot got in the way of the main story. I personally didn't feel that. I don't know. I thought she was fine. I do agree she's probably the weakest out of everyone in the film, but like I don't know. I thought she was fine, and I thought some of the emotional scenes that she has with Batista. Batista's name in his character in the movie is Scott, but yeah, I thought the whole father daughter dynamic in the movie was really endearing. So that brought me around enough for me to care about her character to a certain extent. Yeah, when it came to her subplot. Like, yeah, it was a bit distracting, and it may have caused some certain roadblocks for the overall mission of the heist. But I don't know. I thought in the context of the movie overall, like it didn't ruin anything for me. Um, but yeah, as far as the zombies themselves, I really liked the zombies. I thought there was some really creative stuff that Snyder did with these zombies, like stuff that you don't normally see. Like there's alpha zombies, like there's a king and the queen zombie in this. Like they're more evolved, they're smarter, they have their own colony and stuff like that. I thought all that was really unique. And then there's other concepts that he puts into this film when it comes to the zombies. I'm not going to spoil them, but yeah, just the really interesting concepts that he puts into this when it comes to the zombies. So I thought, oh, that was really interesting. I like the design of the zombies. Really like the zombie queen and the zombie king, the Zeus. I thought all that was very very cool. And yeah, with the alpha zombies, like they are able to fight more. They don't walk slow. They run really fast, stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting. And of course, the zombie tiger, and they have a zombie horse as well. Like, this is nuts, man. Like, zombie animals. Like, I think all that was just really really cool. Um, but yeah, I will say when it comes to the other concepts and ideas for the zombies that doesn't have to do with like the main alpha zombies, like I found some of it just a bit convoluted. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like all the ideas came together as natural as they should. Like, it felt like Snyder just put in all the things that he came up with in his head and just put it into the movie, like Easter eggs and stuff like that. If you blink, you miss it. And for people that don't notice this stuff right away, it might come off as confusing and strange, like stuff's not as fleshed out as it should. So I don't know. Like, there was just a couple of things in here where I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is some really really out there stuff. I mean, this is world building, I guess, that he's trying to do. But I just wish that he fleshed out some ideas more in this movie. Um, and then when it comes to the second half of the movie, like I felt like it was getting kind of crazy. Like, there's certain like decisions made in this movie that was just nuts. I don't know. I felt like Snyder's just trying to subvert expectations so much. Like, there's so many twists and turns that happened where it just feels kind of muddled. Yeah, the second half of the movie I felt was kind of, I don't know, it was began to be a bit all over the place. And there's certain decisions made where it's like it confused me that this doesn't feel like a franchise starter. Like, this movie feels very self-contained with some of the decisions made in the movie. um yeah, just by the end, like, even though like there are some hints and stingers towards the end that hints to things to come after this. There's just like, when it comes to characters, I mean, I don't think there's any spoilers to say that that people die in this movie. It's a zombie film, people die. So when it comes to certain characters, like the decisions made for them, I don't know, it's like it feels kind of brash. And it's like you're starting a franchise, but you decide to do this with this character, and you decide to go in this direction with this character. It's like, I don't know, it just felt kind of nuts. Maybe when the prequel film and there's a prequel anime series, when those come out, maybe it'll flesh things out more and things will make more sense. But like, just watching it the first couple times, just getting from this movie, there was just a lot of things that happened in this movie where just it felt a bit overwhelming. um but yeah, overall, I did have a good time with this movie. I liked it. um I definitely watch it again. I think it is one of the more entertaining zombie movies. I didn't love this as much as his other films. Like, I don't think this is on the same level as the Snyder Cut. But as I said, maybe over time, when things start to flesh out more, and I understand more of the Easter eggs that this movie has, and I understand the direction that it's going after this or before this, when the prequels come out, I'll probably get more of an appreciation for it. But right now, I'm just like, it's pretty good. It just felt kind of messy in a couple parts, and it's just kind of nuts for me. I don't know, but I will say that Army of the Dead is pretty good. I'll give it a low pretty good. Yeah, so I will recommend this movie to people who are zombie fans. I think you'll have a good time with this. And of course, if you're Zack Snyder fans, I definitely recommend watching this. For people that aren't Snyder fans and aren't zombie fans, I don't know if this will do much for you. But you know, if you like your overall horror fans, I still think you'll have a good time with this. So yeah, those are my thoughts. What did you guys think about them? What did you guys think about Army of the Dead? If you guys have watched it, did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys think it was okay? Comment below, let me know. If you guys enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be updated on future videos I'll be doing, don't forget to hit that bell as well. But that's all I have for you, zombie fans, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.